Praise the Great Worm, viewer! It's me, Speaker D.
And me, Earndil.
With an exciting sort of video for you all today.
It's not exciting, stop lying.
Every video is a magical adventure, Earndil.
No.
Well, anyway, you know both of us as lead writers, voice actors, and general doers of things for Alfabusa and Ogre Poppenang. We oversee the goings-on that transpire in the production chat, and we thought it'd be a great idea to get a quick...
It's not gonna be quick.
Reasonably quick update video for you all. Here on YouTube, instead of the Patreon, where you're less likely to see it.
Figuring it'd be the best idea and the best way to get the largest majority of people here to be aware of our plans and what's going on behind the scenes, since we receive quite a substantial volume of people who seem unaware of what exactly we're doing.
But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that we have bi-weekly Patreon updates, completely free to view. Even non-patrons can see them. So if you ever want to know what's next for the ogres, that's a great place to find out. That aside, we've got quite a docket to go over, so we may as well begin. Earndil, you're depressing. Why don't you give us the bad news first?
Thanks, Dick.
You're welcome.
Patreon or money problems. Before we talk about updates and other such things, I wanted to use this opportunity to talk about our Patreon and YouTube membership. As in that we have these and we are using the funds from that service to keep our project afloat. Recently, we have managed to generate an unfathomable, for us at least, level of output. It has surprised us as much as I'm sure it has surprised you if you've been a long-time viewer, and it is all thanks to the wonderful, supremely generous people who donate to our Patreon or through YouTube membership. The team has grown quite a bit since we first set off on our own and began pursuing this line of work, and as such, so has the cost of operations. Since while it is a passion project, people do need to eat food. And as you can imagine, YouTube ad revenue is not terribly efficient, paying a pittance in the best of times and prone to being cancelled entirely if the bots catch so much as a whiff of copyright infringement, or some goon maliciously flags it. So having these alternate sources of income is vital to our healthy operation. As you may or may not be aware, the situation in Alpha's region of the world, the hellscape known as Sweden, is not particularly or terribly good, due to the whole recession thing. With its proximity to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and inconveniently living in the area with the highest electricity prices during the coming winter, among other issues, his country's currency value has tanked across the board. And that's a big issue when working primarily with people abroad when the exchange rate is garbage. It's far from miserable, but things are tight, and people who are receiving pay are definitely feeling the strain. To make matters worse, we have had to let go of some people who we previously had on as full-time, as we just did not have the funds to keep them aboard. Namely, Mackeerre, who has been making the stunning music you've been hearing in the shows, and Inktooth and Ironirocal, whose art has been providing so much needed buoyancy to our animation efforts. We can no longer support them in a full-time manner.
It's only Garrot and I left! Help, please!
They're doing their best to support our work even in spite of this, but at the end of the day, they need money to carry on, and we can't provide that to them right now. Our current goal is to try and get them back into the fold after we rebuild our budget. In addition, many of our longtime collaborators, myself included, have generously agreed to working pro bono to keep the gears rolling, but we'd like to get everybody back into being properly compensated. We want to continue to grow, and we want to continue to support our current team. We will do our best to continue to produce our works as we have been, but we would greatly appreciate any support you can provide us in this regard. Any amount of money, even small bits on a per-month basis, would go leaps and bounds to helping us continue producing content for you. We've been able to produce some incredible work in the last year, and it's all thanks to your boundless support and generosity thus far. We'd really like to keep that momentum going. Nobody is more incentivized to provide any sort of support to us than you, the viewers, and we will continue to produce content for you regardless. This is our passion. We're all passionate about it. And you will be doing us a great service by helping us do this and ensuring our team members don't have to live in the wilderness where they'll be eaten by wildebeests.
On that happy note, let's move on to the production updates. huntertheparenting has gone into the off-season, but will return without a doubt. We have plans for another 4 to 5 arcs at the moment, with uncounted audio log stuff in between, and possibly a little bit after. But before that, we need to expand even further beyond. So, as you might have noticed, we've chosen to split HTP into arcs, consisting of 3 episodes each. Our goal is to focus on and release something of a contained story, like a mini-season, for our long-running series like HTP. Then, when that's complete, we move on to either do the same with another series, or fully release a smaller mini-series, and then rotating between them. Zero Viscosity, our newest show, is one of those limited-run mini-series. It's planned to last for about 4 episodes before we move back to HTP, and then from HTP to something else. See, right at the start of the TTS hiatus, we were kicking around a lot of neat ideas for new projects. Other fan series, a couple original IP concepts, that sort of thing. And this rotation system allows us to explore all of those ideas, without leaving fans of any particular series in a content drought. If you don't happen to like the one that's on season, we have things like shorts and audio logs to tide you over until your show returns. How long is the system going to last? Remains to be seen. Fan reaction to Zero Viscosity has been pretty positive, so we hope you guys continue to support it in our other weird experiments. In either case, we're going to continue to release Hunter audio logs and shorts in between Half-Life episodes. So rest assured, the D will be big, and you will be able to consume him. Now to the grimdark elephant in the room.
If you're not familiar with the whole situation, we released a video over a year ago stating our intent to put TTS on indefinite hiatus. Games Workshop changed their paid fan content policy into a zero-tolerance policy, and while we were not directly threatened by them, we were not going to wait until we were. We put the show in stasis until such a time as they, in no uncertain terms, put a policy in place that allows fan content like ours to be made without fear of GW's legal department revoking Alpha's very livelihood. And, unfortunately, that hasn't happened yet. We're aware of the rumors of an update to that policy and a potential creation of a fan outreach program, but as of the making of this video, and that's still very true, they're just that. Rumors. Even if they do implement a nice, dreamy, and more importantly, concrete fan content policy, or at least some kind of proactive fan creator outreach program, which, they might, even Konami does it, we'll still wait a good while to make sure that the policy doesn't mysteriously vanish before resuming TTS. We'll wait until the squats have gotten their time to marinate so we can make them the new main characters, of course, and we will absolutely not give up on our attempts at expanding our horizons within the channel for the sake of it. Nothing's getting cancelled if TTS comes back. Expect it to follow the on-season, off-season format if it does return. But as of right now, outside of occasional talks like if we brought it back, we should do X or Y maybe, there are no present plans to return to Warhammer in any capacity. Apologies.
Let's talk directly about Hunter the Parenting now, our bridge series and our first foray into a completely different setting. Has it been successful? Has it worked out? Yes, holy fuck yes, actually genuinely beyond anything we could have hoped for, and I say that with all sincerity in the world. The notion that any new attempt we'd make would fall dead immediately upon release was incredibly prevalent in our heads, up to the release of the first and second episodes. But now, oh my god, the reception has been astonishing. The first episode has done numbers that are literally 8 times as good as our most optimistic projection pre-launch. The comments on the episodes have been overwhelming, and the third chapter especially has been widely considered some of our best work. And we kinda don't disagree. That is a fantastic feeling as a creator, and I want to personally thank all of you folks for sticking around and enjoying our silly videos. We're working within a niche, within a niche, within a niche, with expectations that reflected that fact. And yet, the viewers of this channel have proven without a shadow of a doubt they're willing to give us a shot with this. And it wasn't just words. They acted on it. You acted on it, big time. This leap of faith landed us safely in your gigantic, enormous, magnanimous bosoms, and we cannot possibly thank you enough. We've got big things coming for HTP, and as a longtime wadhead, I have to say from the bottom of my heart, thanks, gang. In addition, we're working on other content too, non-animated show content, coming down the pipeline. I won't say too much about it, and it's very experimental, but sometime in the coming months we hope to release 2 things. 1, an introduction to WAD video essay, and 2, a World of Darkness live play, GM'd by yours truly. Ooh. Both are subject to change and cancellation, and I won't reveal what system we'll use for the live play, to create more mystique. But stay tuned.
And I think that is pretty much it for today. As a final reminder, you can find all of our updates for free on Patreon, where they're released every other week on Fridays. Hope this has been clear, and I hope you have a Poppenang rest of your day. Have a good one, and thank you for your time. Blessed do something.
No.